This is Meet My Abuela, the show where young Latinos and Latinas in Tampa, Florida, put their significant others through the Abuela test.
I have a boyfriend, as you know.
So how come I haven't heard about him before?
Let's see what happens.
Today, Andrea tells her abuela, Maria, that she's planning on moving in with her boyfriend, Darence.
En un mes nos vamos a mudar juntos.
Pero la vez que te vayas de casa,
Andrea and Darence met while studying arts together at the University of Tampa.
He's the love of my life. I love him so much. He's insanely talented. He's funny, he's charming, he's sweet.
Maria is a very traditional abuela from Puerto Rico. Let's see how she takes the news.
She is a very important part of my life. She's the heart of the family. She is the flavor of the family.
Andrea has invited Maria to one of her favorite quiet spots, Fred Ball Park, to ask her advice on moving in with Darence.
Maria has not met any of my other boyfriends, so this will be like the first time that she actually meets one of my boyfriends, actually. It's a big deal to me. It is.
Dios te bendiga.
¿Estás bien?
Sí. ¿Y tú estás bien?
Sí, estoy súper bien. Te quise traer hoy al parque en este día tan bonito para darte una noticia.
Hopefully she'll respond okay. I'm hoping that she'll be calm. Like, I don't want to rush things. I don't want to lose my relationship with you, really, because that's one of the most important things in my life.
No me digas que estás de encargo.
¿Cómo?
Que no me digas que estás de encargo.
No estoy embarazada, no.
If she does not take the news well, I don't know what she'll do. Listen, she has a cane with her at all times. I don't know if she'll throw it at me, she'll hit me with a cane, if she'll be angry at me. Hopefully not. And hopefully it'll all go okay.
He estado hablando con este muchacho, se llama Darence, desde agosto, y las cosas han estado bastante serias.
¿Y yo soy la última en enterarme?
Sí, pero es porque creo que necesitabas tiempo para procesarlo y pues las cosas están muy serias y en un mes nos vamos a mudar juntos.
Ah, todo eso.
I think she preferred for me to be pregnant than to move in with my boyfriend, so that really did shock me.
Andrea and Darence are at the fantastic Copperdale Brewing Company, where Andrea plans to tell Darence he has to pass the abuela test.
So I have brought Darence here today because I want to give him the news that before I move in with him, he needs to meet my abuela, and he needs her approval for us to take this relationship forward. So I'm really happy that we're moving in together.
Yes.
But I wanted to bring you here because I wanted to talk to you about something. So, you know my grandma, right?
Yes, I know your grandma. You talk about her all the time.
I kind of mentioned to her that we were gonna move in together. I really need her approval and her validation for our relationship to go on.
It was kind of a stop for me because I kind of froze almost a little bit in my head because it was now what happens, what's going to happen. Do I have to reconsider my future? And I was kind of worried for a little bit.
¿Y la escuela?
Él está estudiando conmigo, los dos estamos en el grupo de teatro en el departamento. Él es súper inteligente, trabajador, trabaja en Domino's Pizza, haciendo pizza.
Tiene con qué responderte.
Sí, porque yo sé que tú me criaste con valores y...
Y a eso iba. Los valores que te di, ¿qué pasó con ellos?
Bueno, todavía los tengo, pero mi generación es un poquito más diferente.
So I would like for you to meet her.
Okay, okay.
But here's the thing. I'm not sure if she will like approve of the whole situation per se.
Yeah?
But I know you'll be fine.
How should we go about this? Because you already just said that she doesn't approve already out the gate before she's even seen me.
Well, she doesn't, not necessarily that she doesn't approve, but the whole situation of us moving in together after 9 months.
Yeah.
For her is maybe a little bit too soon, or maybe, you know, if we were married first, you know, all that would like change the situation. You know how, you know, she was raised very differently.
I'm smiling, but like inside of my head, my mind's running all over the place. Questions, just stacking up on top of each other. And it's like, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna do this? What she's gonna be like?
I'm not exactly sure what he's thinking right now, but I do think that he's maybe scared about the whole situation and nervous, because I do know that he cares for me. If he does love me, he'll do this for me. So yeah. So there's one last thing.
Come on now. Another surprise?
But it's not bad.
Is there a puppy I don't know about?
No, there's no puppy. She can't walk very far, nor very fast. She does walk with her cane and sometimes on her wheelchair. And you would win extra points if you would like push her wheelchair, maybe carry her purse.
I'm a gentleman, so
Exactly.
I'll push her. She gotta push her miles, I'll do it.
Exactly.
It is what
That's
it
what
is.
I'm expecting of you.
All right, okay.
Haz con tu vida lo que quieras. Pero a la vez que te vayas de casa, ya tú sabes.
Sí,
Y
pero
espero que sea un muchacho bueno,
sí lo es.
trabajador y que te dé buen ejemplo.
Sí, lo es. Estoy loca porque lo conozcas. Creo que honestamente te va a caer bien. Pero pues, sí, que estoy un poquito nerviosa sobre si lo prueba o no.
Tengo que verlo,
Bueno, sí, lo verás.
porque no lo conozco.
Lo verás cuando lo conozcas.
Ok.
I'm not necessarily asking for her permission, but it would break my heart if she did not approve of us. And,
I understand you getting her approval, so let's just see how it goes. I'm willing to do whatever needs to be done, and I don't want to waste time with hurting your feelings or do things that would not set you off. So let's do it, you know?
you'll be fine.
Andrea has arranged for a private painting lesson in an idyllic park near Maria's house.
Buenos dias.
Buenos
Let me take
dias.
that for you.
Thank you.
Gotcha. How are you doing this morning? Good?
Yeah.
So I know that Maria secretly likes painting, but she never does it that much just because she's always like cooking and in the house and taking care of everyone. Also, because I think that, you know, if I give her something nice, she'll be in a nice mood and, you know, be nice to Darence and be nice to me and maybe approve of the whole situation if she's painting.
Hey guys, welcome to my art class out here by the park. Today we are going to be looking at all of these beautiful textures and colors that we have out here in nature today and trying to put them down on the canvas, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So you guys ready to get started?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm in a park with Andrea and her grandmother, and we're painting, I guess. And inside, I'm really trying not to like have my food come straight out my mouth and go onto the floor. And I'm just trying my best to keep my composure, and it's really hard.
Huh. And you said you were okay at painting. Looking over here like Bob Ross.
What you try to do?
I'm trying to get that massive bush, the greenery behind there. But now, since I've gotten the bush, I'm gonna try and paint the water.
The water?
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna try and get that in the frame.
We'll see.
So Darence is not the greatest painter, but I kind of am. Well, I wouldn't say that I'm the greatest painter, but I know a few things about abstract art and, finding the meanings and the colors and the shapes and the shadows. So I feel like maybe I'll do a little bit better than him.
All right, it's looking good. We're all finished up, guys. Thank you so much for joining my class today. Keep painting. I can't wait to see you guys another time if you ever want to come back out here to the park. And you guys did wonderful. Really good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. All right, bye.
Bye. So we're sitting down right now, and there's kind of like this awkward silence. And I don't know who's gonna speak first.
Bueno, gracias por venir aquí conmigo para que conozca a Darence. ¿Y qué piensas de nosotros? ¿Qué piensas de Darence y de la actividad de hoy?
Bueno, mija, yo creo que todavía es muy temprano para casarte.
Ok.
Estudia primero. Yo no te enseñé eso a ti.
She wants us to first study and before moving on to anything else.
Okay.
So she just said that, and I have no idea how Darence is gonna respond to that. I don't know if he agrees, if we're on the same page, or if he completely disagrees and maybe even hates my grandma.
¿Y qué piensas de nosotros mudándonos juntos? ¿Apruebas de eso?
No,
No?
no.
Well, she doesn't approve of us moving in together. Just because, that's not what she taught me. That's not how she raised me.
So, Andrea's abuela, she was telling her that she thought that we were moving too fast and that we should finish our schooling. And I had to look over to Andrea, and she's nodding her head. And it was kind of shocking almost, I would say, because in that moment, it didn't look like we were gonna get her blessings, like, at all.
Well, I think that for us to move on and to be good in our relationship, I'll take her advice because she is your abuela after all. I may not have expected this, but I love you. And so that in turn, that means I have to love her and respect her wishes. So if she thinks that, we should wait, I'm willing to. And I love you, so I just take my time.
So I could understand where her abuela was coming from at the end of the day.
Maybe we are rushing into things a bit too soon. So this is exactly why I wanted this to happen. This is why I wanted her approval first, because I wanted to know if I was making the right choice, just because she's been through a lot in life and she knows more than me. And I really do value that opinion of her and that approval and her words of wisdom.
So what do you think we should do now? Where does this leave us?
I do want to finish my degree. And, I feel like maybe we should wait a little bit until we move in. I also want to apologize because I spoke a bit too soon. Maybe I put your hopes up that I was going to move in with you. But I just really needed my grandma's approval before I did anything. So I apologize for that we can't move in together quite yet. But soon we will. We just got to finish our degree.
Okay. Thank you. I really appreciate that because kind of, where we wanted this to go, but at the end of the day, you are important, so I'll be willing to wait.
Maria is clear. Moving in together is not a good idea. Andrea and Darence agreed to slow down and respect her wishes. See you on the next episode of Meet My Abuela.